Hello and welcome to Grapple Games TV. This is Josh Fossard, and with me in the recording booth is
Doug, and we're not in a booth.
All right, well, we got another Friday Night Magic match for you. Tonight we have Brian playing a green-black Devotion deck versus John, who's playing a white Heroic.
And they go ahead and already he's leading out with whatever the heck that card's called.
Favored Hoplite. It's Heroic. It's a 1/2. It's Heroic. Prevents all damage that would be dealt to it. Brian leads off with the turn 1 Mystic.
And a Phylex leader. So far, so good for John here. He's leading off pretty strong.
Yeah, the Phylex leader is pretty nice once you have a large team of creatures, because once he gets targeted, distributes +1 counters across the whole team.
All right, Brian, go ahead, and he leads off with Corsair Krupex. One of my personal favorites.
Yeah, that card's gotten insane with all the fetches, and multiples even.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Fabled Hero. Very, card could be a huge threat.
Yeah, it's a threat that has to be dealt with. Once it starts growing, with a double strike, can really get some damage in. So we got Brian playing the Land War Waste off the top, gaining a life.
Let's see what he comes up with. Alright, he's just going to play out Nylea here, which is not online at the moment.
But once he does get it online, it'll be a great blocker for against John's weenies.
Especially the Fabled Hero.
Yep.
Alright, he comes in with the team. Let's see what Brian does here.
Deck has a lot of combat tricks, so blocking is sometimes difficult.
So, let's see. I think right here, Brian does have to bite the bullet. Yes, and he does. It looks like John didn't pull out any tricks or anything like that to increase the damage there, so. And Brian obviously should be playing Genesis Hydra here, which I'm pretty sure he'll end up doing. Definitely what I would do is go ahead and come in with the Genesis Hydra.
Get the land off the top. Got a Corsair sitting on top.
That's also really good. So now he knows for sure he's going to at least grab a Corsair.
Yeah, as long as he Hydra's for 3.
Should actually get it for. He'll get it for 4.
Well, knowing my luck, that probably. Yeah, but you have permanent mana. Well, no, this could grab me like a sack outlet.
Waiting. Waiting.
Can't quite see all the cards in Brian's hand.
Yeah, so at least we know of Genesis Hydra. And that's pretty much about it.
So Brian's playing the green-black deck that also has a Constellation sub-theme. So the Constellation package includes the Eidolon of Blossoms and the Doomwake Giant, along with Nylea and Pharika to trigger Constellation.
Okay, comes out with another elf, sure.
Beefs up the Devotion, up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's see if he taps the elf to make it 6 and get the Hydra for 4. Nope, he just does it for 3.
Probably fine with just getting that Corsair.
Yeah.
Oh, but he actually hits this Pharika.
Ooh. Which obviously yes.
Yep, I think that will be online. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pharika and Nylea both online, both indestructible blockers.
Very good setup for
block for
Brian
days.
here. And the gentle pat from John.
So with nobody in the way, yeah, he can swing with whoever he wants to. Gets in for 8.
And this is what John comes up with right here.
I'm gonna attack all out.
Okay.
Swing in, showing no fear. I don't know if I would have especially done this move or not. I think I would have been more patient, probably hold back, because now Brian could turn around with this whole team next turn and really just put him on the ropes.
Yeah, as long as he keeps his gods online, I think he can swing in for lethal next turn.
I'm thinking about
Yeah, and just with the Courser, Genesis Hydra, Nylea, and Freaka. Freaka and Nylea are both still online. Alright, so Johnny's Present strive to target both the Phalanx Leader and Fabled Hero. So Phalanx Leader will give +1s to everybody, and then the Fabled Hero will get 2, and then makes those 2 creatures indestructible.
Okay.
So, gotcha.
So Mystic's gonna die, but Brian's probably fine with that.
These will bounce off each other.
Yeah.
Right, he was just, Trump blocking him pretty much. It's just fine. They serve their purpose, so they can go.
And I think game 1's yours.
Yep, 4 mana to strive that. Alright, so here Brian can just swing in
You got.
for the kill.
I'm at 12.
I play land for the turn. I'm at 16.
And he goes ahead and throws down a fetch.
You're tapped out, right?
Right, I'm tapped out.
So if I swing these guys, it's 11, 14.
Goes in and swings in. So that's game 1. Goes to Brian there. And let's see what the sideboarding entails, and then we'll go from there and see how game 2 goes.
Buffed off my creatures earlier. I'll keep.
Alright, here we are with game 2.
Yeah, I'll keep as well.
John's going to go ahead and lead it off.
Go.
Playing and go.
Letting it go.
Go ahead.
Where's the...
Phalanx Leader. Go.
Phalanx Leader's back.
Now all I need is
Go ahead.
the Eternal Witness,
Voyaging Satyr.
Phyrexian Altar.
Oh.
Now actually the main card is actually see what you actually
Deal with Heliod.
Alright, so we got the Ordeal of Heliod on the Phalanx Leader.
1 counter.
Gets a +1 counter from his Heroic. When he attacks, he'll get another +1 counter, and once he hits 3, it sacks, and he gains 10 life.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Go.
So he's a 3/3 of it.
Yes.
Alright, we got Land War Waste for Brian.
See what he comes out the gate with. I'm feeling maybe a Polychronos. It'd be good to see a Polychronos right now.
Gain 3 life. 20.
Nylea's Disciple. So it comes in and he gains life equal to his Devotion to Green. So just 3 life there.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. So now that just frees him up just to take another hit here and not really worry too much about it. And then,
And still a pretty good creature with a 3/3 body.
oh, absolutely, yes.
Attacking 4.
Fortunately, Phalanx Leader's a 4/4 now.
You're at 30.
Ordeal sacks and gains 10 life for John. Getting in for 4 damage on Brian.
And
So it looks like John's not drawing any more creatures. One of the side effects of having a heroic deck, you have to have lots of spells to trigger them, and then so sometimes you get creature light hands.
Yeah, and, you know, that happens pretty much with every deck. You know, you'll have bad draws. All right, here comes Doomwake Giant.
Doomwake.
Doomwake.
I love that guy.
Seems pretty good. Another underrated card.
Yeah, nice 4/6 bodies, just blocks for days, and Constellation can really take out some of the aggressive threats in the game right now, such as Goblin Rabble Master and things like that.
Hey, see what John comes up with. Plays in a land here.
oh, he's an enchantment. I'll revoke existence, exiling him.
We got Revoke Existence, exiles a target artifact or enchantment, taking out Doomwake Giant. John probably brought those in versus Brian's Gods.
Another counter for that.
Alright, John is launching the fleet with 1 Phalanx Leader.
Swing at you for 5.
It's now 5/5, and he gets a 1/1 soldier along with it.
No, that's a luxury. Yes, it is.
Go. All right.
Unless it's eternal win. Yes.
4 cards in hand. Yes. 2.
If we were doing that, you still have the it's still in there. Yeah, that guy. He really did fix it. He was like, I'm done with you. Fuck you, you're going back. Because I wanted to fix it now.
So he's a 5/5, is that correct?
Correct.
Leader. I'll take another 1 damage. Another Doomwake Giant.
Alright, another Doomwake Giant. Stomp on the ground and kill that soldier.
Done.
Unfortunately, Brian's had to take some damage casting these Doomwake Giants with the Land War Wastes.
He's still at 8 though, and he definitely has some chump blockers if need be. Only thing that I would have to worry about if I was Brian is if he uses God's Willing on him to just sneak him in there. But even then, he still has opposing color to block anyway. So, let's see what John does here.
He's got a Dawnbringer Charioteer. This is a flying lifelink creature with Heroic. Gets +1 counter when it's targeted. 2/4 body.
That's going to be a poker. I thought it was only going to be 1 basic land, but apparently I went to 2. I'm going with poker. I have goblins to fight. All I need is a goblin. There we go.
Looks like Brian's got something brewing.
And very badly for me here. So 5/5.
2/4 flying lifelink.
Okay.
So Phalanx Leader's a 5/5 and Dawnbringer is 2/4.
I'm kind of curious what Brian's going to come up with now.
It's colorless, by the way. How many sets and
Tactics.
So testing tactics. Gives he can strive it to target all his creatures, and they can all fight something by tapping them.
Okay.
And I have
So is Phalanx leader a 4/4 or a 5/5?
It's a 5/5 right now. So he should have the giant fight the Phalanx leader, and the other two fight the
Establish one's more important.
Domber right
You have
there.
something.
And that way, all of Brian's creatures should survive.
These two will fight him.
Because mind you, they all do also get +1/+1.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's
So
the
that
reason.
would be the correct way to do it.
Both die because they take 5 each. I only have taken 4.
They each have +1/+1.
All right, so Doomwake will fight the Charioteers, kill him off. John will gain 2 life.
I disagree with Brian's call here. He should have had it flipped the other way around.
Yeah, but it's I fight each
But
time.
they each fight each other, so it's going
Right.
to kill off both of his. Yeah.
Right, but I had Brian chose
But I gain 2 life.
the giant to fight
9, right?
the Phalanx. Then the giant would still survived, and then the
Nylea.
other two he would only been able to do 2 back, and it wouldn't have been enough to kill off either of Brian's other 2 creatures.
Yeah, that might have worked a little bit better.
That would have ensured that Brian's creatures all survived, but nevertheless, that result is still.
25.
This is actually incorrect. Brian should not have been able to attack right here because tactics involves the creatures to tap.
I think we've actually gone a full turn.
I'll play Fable.
Was it already
Yeah,
a full
I
turn?
think John didn't have anything to cast.
Okay,
No creatures.
like that kind of like blinked.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. So Fabled Hero back out for John, and Nylea back out for Brian.
Oh no, because he just untapped right here, and then untapped the giant. I think there was a misplay.
Might have been, but I think,
It's something that we'll have to rewind and check again.
yeah.
But it looked like Brian was able to sneak in some free damage there.
He's got
Actually, yeah, because you're showing 25 life, and the attack just gave it +1/+1. And right now, initially, it's a 4/6. So
John
yeah,
also gained 2 from the Dawnbringer.
6
true.
green. Exile a creature to make a snake token.
So Farika and Nylea back out.
Black green. Give all creatures -1/-1 time.
Looks like Brian is using Farika's ability to bring out an enchantment snake, which, along with Doomwake, will take out his Fabled Hero. So each time an enchantment enters battlefield, Constellation triggers on Doomwake, giving everything -1/-1. So he triggered it twice. Fabled Hero bit the dust.
It allows you to exile your creatures. Farika.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exile Doomwake.
Okay.
All right, got another revoke on the Doomwake.
A very good play there for John, getting rid of that giant right now. Brian could have just, for days, he started eating up all the creatures.
Yeah.
And constantly wiping John's board.
Yeah, John's creatures start really small, so if you can get them before they start getting buffed up, heroic.
I'm not playing my culture.
Although he still has to deal with Nylea and Farika still.
Draw a card.
All right, so here's the Eidolon of Blossom. Getting Drip Brian some much needed card draw, refill his hand. So gods aren't online, so Snake gets in for 1.
And go.
John's bet is the land. Let's just go. Let's see what Brian comes up with.
I'm literally, I top deck 1 card. I got it. I so good.
Windswept Heath. Sylvan Caryatid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nylea's online.
Oh, that's the one that you have to tap pay at life, did
Yeah, the first one wasn't the question I had.
Just trying activation here.
Make those for 5.
We'll give 2/2/2.
Oh, using Nylea's pump ability. I think it costs 4, so it gives something +2/+2.
Still have
8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Wow. What, dead draw? Go. Yeah,
John still doesn't get any creatures.
that's game.
Alright, Freak is online now.
good game, man.
Swinging in for game.
Immortality.
Yep, no creatures in his hand. 2 gift of immortalities.
And not that great of a draw there for John, but saw the cookie crumble sometimes. You know, get those bad hands. Well, thanks guys for watching. You know.
Yeah, leave your comments down below. We'll see you next time.